vibrato there with the wrist. My name is Nigel Cunningham from the Toronto-based indie group The Cunninghams, and today I'm going to show you some cool guitar tricks, how to do a few things, how to bend, how to give it cool vibrato. So bending's a really cool, really tough thing, but what you got to do is, if you want to have a really good bend, that's what really separates the good guitar players from the bad ones. So what you got to do is, when you want to get a bend going, you gotta, I like to use my third finger for most of my bends. I get the other two fingers behind it. I got my thumb, not over here, but back here. And you hit and just hold it. Okay, you hit that. As you're doing it though, you're gonna want to put a little vibrato, so it's not stale. So you're gonna want to go a little like this. You're gonna always want to shake that. The vibrato is one of the hardest things to do in rock, and one of the things that I find a lot of guitar players nowadays are lacking. The vibrato is one of the hardest things, best exemplified by such people as B.B. King. Jimi Hendrix had a fantastic vibrato. Those are probably the two best ones who can do it. Jeff Beck's is pretty good. Eric Clapton has his own style. It's weaker than the other two. But, for example, Jimi Hendrix vibrato is just very fat. Gotta shake that hand. All in the wrist. Notice that my finger, if you want to zoom in close on the index finger, my finger does not move. Only the wrist moves. Look at my finger, stay still. It's like a hummingbird, kind of. And it's only the wrist that moves. Now watch. If I want to play a note, just that. See the finger staying still? What Eric Clapton does, Eric Clapton will just move his wrist up and down. So like when he does Layla, he just moves his finger up. He just goes, just his whole wrist, which is a poor form, but it works for him. What B.B. King likes to do is he likes to rake before he bends. So if you're playing like B.B. King, it'll sound something like this. That's how B.B. King will kind of play, right? You want to get that Stevie Vaughan kind of bend in. Great vibrato there with the